3, Indy's #1 station for hip hop and R&B. Ash Mack here, and I got a special guest from, what can we say, hailing from Canada by the way of Cali?
Yeah, or you could say hailing from Cali by the way of Canada.
Okay. Hailing from Cali by the way of Canada.
Yeah.
ODIE, what's up?
I'm good. How about you?
How are you? You're on the road, busy?
Yes, tired, but it's good.
Your eyes are open, you're awake,
yes,
you here,
exactly,
you made it.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about ODIE. I'm intrigued by your story and the sound of your music.
Yeah, so like you said before, I'm originally from Toronto. I was born in Montreal. I moved to Toronto, and then lived in Toronto for like about 12 years, and I moved to the Bay Area. And so that like really had a big impact in my musical palette because both are super multicultural areas, and like everybody's an immigrant in Toronto, and in the Bay Area everybody's almost an immigrant, and like but we all embrace each other. So that was like the best of both worlds. And so for me, like my music genres, my music influences were like so eclectic. Like I listened to a lot of Afrobeat music because I was born in an African household, and then just a lot of like R&B. I loved alternative rock music, and then Kid Cudi, my favorite rapper of all time. So yeah, it's a lot. And then off of that, I just take that and like my inspiration musically has always been to just see like since I've been in so many places and experienced so many stuff, like we just be a melting pot and create my own stamp with it. So
yeah. Well, I feel like you've successfully been able to do that, which is super dope. What I wanted to ask you is, how did you go about finding or creating your own lane? Simply because I would label it as music that I listen to, but it's not typically something you hear that's mainstream. So how do you make that and really form that to say, hey, y'all need to listen to my music, and eventually it becomes mainstream?
Yeah, I think it's just like, I think it just comes back to like the pride of being yourself. I think that's something that I grew up with, like being in those multicultural areas. You like, although you know everybody else is something, and like, but you're just still proud to be yourself. And I think that just like spread into the music. So like I never ever, when I make music, I'm never like, oh, I want to sound like this or I want to sound like that. I may have inspirations, but like I'm always like, all right, well these are my inspirations. Let me like take that and like let me be me though first. So I think like that just comes out of my music. So like all my friends are like super multicultural. Chris is from London. My other friend Jacob is from Las Vegas. So like we're all from different parts of like the country, like, and from the world. And so it was just like, okay, cool, like, and we're all ourselves. Let's just be ourselves. Let's like just be ourselves through the music and stuff.
Do you find that difficult, working and being so hands-on and being in the music industry? Do you find that difficult to have genuine people around you, to have friends that are from all different areas, and then staying true to you?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to get lost in the music industry because it's just like people just want to do things fast, Like, just want to catch something fast. But I think there's a happiness in being able to build something slowly with people from all around the world. And because it's just like, okay, well, I'm getting this experience, but like I can share this experience with someone else who's like 1,000 miles away sharing the exact same experience. And I'm saying it in a way that they can communicate with. And so like for us, it's just like, all right, we found our joy from just being able to go to different places and like say something and them feel the exact same thing.
Facts.
And that's always the thing. That's always been like the goal of the music and
so,
all the art we do.
How did you find your success and your happiness within music? What was the first song you performed? Or maybe it was like the first instrument or recital you had in school? Or, that you were like, oh my gosh, I actually do enjoy this.
So I think I started to play piano when I was 10. My mom put me in like classical piano lessons. I hated playing classical music because I just want to do my own thing.
Here's my thing. I always found struggles with playing at the same time. I could play right hand, left, together. No, struggle life.
I just hated like looking up and reading on stuff. I just wanted to just play my own stuff. So I think that was like when my creative like senses started to like jolt around. But I think one of the first times I remember musically I was like, all right, I can do this was my friend invited me to his house to like help him write a song for his girlfriend. Like,
oh, that's cute. What was the name of the song? You remember it?
I think it was like If I Had To or something. Some really sappy R&B track. Yeah, it was super R&B, super sappy. But I just remember like just that feeling of being able to finish it. Because I before that I had thousands of songs. I had this like old computer in my closet. I would just archive thousands of songs and like put different songs together, make my own like albums and stuff like that. But just being able to write my own song, I just got addicted. I was like, whoa, I could do this, and like it sounds good, and I recorded it. Like I could do this for real. And so, just off of that, like that was where the energy came from, and then it just never stopped. Because every single day I write a song, I just get more addicted. So.
how did you build a team with involving your friends and family to see the vision that you had? You know, you signed to Empire. How did you get involved with that as well?
Yeah, the process of our team has been so natural, and I've been lucky and blessed to be around people who support me 100%, regardless through ups and downs and stuff like that. So I met Chris in high school, at the end of high school, and he was like, we knew each other through high school, but since like maybe like about senior year, like he started coming around the studio and he'd be like, yo, this is a really good song, like really good, we need to get out of here. And like we'd already had a friendship based off of that, like because everybody in high school was like, oh, high school's ending, our lives are over. And we were like, oh,
everyone thinks that.
Yo, you're tripping, like it's just getting started. And we were the only people with that mindset in our town. So but yeah, we just clicked naturally. We had the same birthday. It's really weird. But yeah, like, and then I met my other best friend, Jaco, in college, and like I just saw him one day, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, you make music." First, to make music, it clicked so fast. So I think it's just about it. I feel like sometimes life just brings you certain things to your plate, and like when you know the connection is there, you have to pursue it, and you just continue to pursue it, and you continue to be genuine with yourself and with people around you. And you show love, and then it'll come back to you. And just the dedication that we all had and the passion that we had for this was just so great. So,
do you think that school is a necessity? I feel like 2019, we're living in a time where it's like everyone, you have the ability to be self-made or build some type of following. You have social media, you have YouTube. Did you find that it was a necessity for you?
I mean, you're asking the wrong person because I dropped out this year. So, yeah, I dropped out this year. But I think school is important. I think school is important for people. I think school isn't for everybody.
Right.
You know, like there's like I'll go back and I'll think about certain classes that I didn't do essays for and be like, man, that would have been really helpful if I did this essay. But like I think school is definitely important to an extent. Like I learned so much, and just the idea of like learning how to learn and how to do it properly. I think that's the most important thing, because beyond learning actual facts and stuff like that, like you have to know how to learn, because you get in real life, you don't know how to learn stuff, you just act stubborn the whole life and you waste 20 years doing nothing. You know, so I think that's what school is there for, of course, and knowledge as well. But I don't think it's for everybody. I feel like if you get to a point where it's like, all right, I can do something and maybe I can't afford the bills, or I don't even need this right now, and whatever opportunity I have, like don't let that stop you from doing your opportunity. And also, you can do school at the same time. I did that for a minute, so.
Well, work for you. You got to meet some of your best friends and everything.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You set the foundation for you, so it's helped you get to this point now. So if anyone has never heard your music, what would you classify it as? What would it all be a mix of?
I would say like it's like alternative hip hop, R&B. But whenever I like say my music, I don't really like to like say it by genre anymore. I think if I was to explain it, it'd be like a futuristic Garden of Eden.
Ooh, I like that.
Like somewhere in that, in that realm of sound. That's what I would say.
I like that. Now, I was reading some of your bio, and it said that you're inspired by, was it gospel music as well?
Yes, a lot of Afrobeat gospel and stuff like that, growing up. Like, that was all that played on Saturdays when we in the house, so, yeah.
Do you think, I personally think there's a place for it, but do you think that there's a place for it for mainstream music? And
gospel music? I think so.
To bring it into hip-hop.
To bring it into hip-hop? I think so. I think it's heavily sampled. Kanye's allowed to do it, right? You know, yourself. So I think we'll see with that test. We'll see how that goes. But I think it's always been a part of hip hop. I think it's like all rappers and all black people went to church on Sunday.
Always.
So it's like it's gonna come out in the music anyway. So it's like it's already there. The spirit of it is there. I think it's just waiting for someone to sauce it up correctly. We'll see if Kanye does it correctly. And I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think it just needs to be embraced more. Exactly. Even in 2019, I think it still has a lot of more embracing to do because gospel music does exist. It's there. It's needed. But I don't know. I was just listening to Jesus Walks this past weekend, and you still get chills when you hear that song. And the line when he says, "If I talk about God, my record won't get played." Do you ever have any questions about that? You know, if I do, and if I am fearless with talking about God or any type of faith, do you think there's a possibility you might get rejected from certain people or radio stations?
I think it's always bound to happen. People have their opinions. People want to be safe about stuff. But I feel like, you know, the way that Kanye did it, it was just so powerful. He said, I don't care what you think, I'm going to say it. And if you say it with that kind of conviction, and the work is great, who cares?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm being me. Like Chance the Rapper is him. He's like on the gospel tip. Now he's been on it for a minute. Yeah, like Kanye is doing it with this new album. I think it's just like if you do it with confidence and you say unapologetically, this is me. I don't care what you think, and the music is great. You can't deny it.
Facts.
Yeah.
I like your vibe. It's real chill. No, you feel this? It's like relaxing. You feel this shit? Right. No, but also you mentioned the alternative hip hop, or I always talk about the fact of where can we put artists, and I don't want to say you, but when we have alternative R&B, I love Lucky Day, Hallie and Chloe. You know, when you hear artists like this, it's like, how can we help support these artists? Where can we create a space for them? So as an artist, what would you like that to look like support-wise when it comes to us?
Like on radio?
Radio, DJs, personalities. Yeah. What would that support look like to you?
I think it's just playing us more, because I feel like everybody plays us. You know, like I feel like the sound in general is becoming globalized. So it's like everybody's taking from everything now, and like I mean, of course there are those strictly rap songs, there's those strictly rock songs, there's strictly this songs, but it's just like now if you look at some of the greatest artists of our generation, these are artists that took different genres and meshed them together. Kanye with 808s to Heartbreak, he did it with every album after. Frank Ocean is the most alternative R&B singer of all time, but he's a legend. Like, so I think it's just like understanding that music is growing to that space and people love those things, then it's gonna happen. And I feel like if people like you guys continue to support us and to like help us, you know, grow this on a mainstream level, it's gonna get mainstream because everybody listens to us anyways. It's just no one just knows us yet, you know. So yeah.
So what is your current single title and what is it about?
Yes, North Face is a single. And it is like a love story. It's a love story, but it's really about purgatory.
Okay.
But yeah, so I used to work at the North Face for a minute.
Hey, who doesn't remember going to high school and wanting a North Face bag? You were somebody who had a North Face bag. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I used to work at the North Face for a minute, 9 to 5. You know, I had to get a check, but yeah, I really hated the job. I mean, I love North Face, great company. They have great company, but I just hated working. Because I knew I wanted to make music. Right. So it was like, oh, I have to stay here all day, and I can be putting this time towards making music. And so I would just get distracted and like daydream about girls or something else. And so the song was just about me getting distracted and like, daydream, and then realizing that daydream was kind of trapping me in this purgatory. Ooh. And so like trying to get out of it. And I think that's what the process is. That's what the song is about, really. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It's like a foreshadowing.
Yeah, it is. I think, well, just so that if you didn't know, September is Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Earlier, we stopped the music to talk about that and to talk to some professionals. But a lot of things that came up were definitely anxiety and depression. And does that go in line or align with your song, with North Face?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think it's a different type of anxiety. I think it's kind of an anxiety that's based upon hope in a sense. I feel like you can have hope with anxiety, or you can have anxiety with hope. I think people sort of try to say that, oh, hope is a super positive thing. But like, I think hope can be your fatal flaw sometimes. I think it's just knowing when to have hope in the right things. And so, yeah, I think anxiety is definitely a part of that. But, you know, I think once you start to let go of things, I heard this Toni Morrison quote. It's really good. It's if you surrendered the air, you could ride it. So I think once you start to realize that you can let go of things, you can start to be free of anxiety, and your hope can be natural and pure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's super dope. Now I want to talk longer. Okay. With music, where do we see you? Where else do we see you or hear your songs at? Maybe we've seen it on a show, seen it on a movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that was ODIE.
Yeah. What's it called? Yes, I've had the blessings to be on Insecure. I think on my blog, a bunch of Netflix shows. It's been crazy. Like, it's funny because like I was still in college when I was in this, so like they'd be like, yo, your song's on this show. And I'd be like, that's great, I got that paper to do. So, but yeah, it's cool. These are all blessings. It's crazy to see like, this is stuff, I make all my music in my bedroom. So it's like.
Do you still do?
Yeah, I still do. All my music is done, but like I'll go to the studio sometimes when I'm working with people, but like for the most part, everything's recorded in our house. We just got a new booth and like we did everything ourselves. So yeah, we do all the stuff in our room. So it's like, all right, people are actually listening to this on a big scale. It's cool to see these big TV shows that I actually watch. Like,
right.
do that. Yeah.
How does that process go? Because I have a friend that also got featured on Insecure, but you never really stopped to think about, did someone reach out to you?
Yeah.
Like, did a friend, like you said, reach out to you? And how do you get even the credential or notification for that?
I don't know. Man, this guy right here. So shout out to him. He's the #1 dude with that. Like, he handles all that. He's my best friend since day one, and he's still handling all the business.
I was about to say, somebody owes you a check?
Yeah, someone owes you a check.
Okay, so more shows. Speaking of Netflix, we just saw that Joel Jerome just won an Emmy for When They See Us Too, which was amazing.
Wow,
yes, amazing. He's the first Dominican man to win, and general made history.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's huge. So when it comes to, art, when it comes to film, television shows and films that make a statement, what's the type of statement that you would like to make with your music?
My music? I just want to show my growth. And I feel like everybody grows in different way. I think the reason why we follow artists is because we want to see their growth. Like, you want to see where they grow. They want to see, like, what they can become, because you have this idea of what you can put in your head, but like you start to like get these little things that happen. You're like, oh wow, I can go this way, I can go this way, this way. So I just want to like keep growing as a person. I want to share that with my people, with my fans. Think like, I'm gonna go through ups and downs. I'm gonna make bad decisions. I'm gonna make great decisions, and I'm just gonna keep writing as honestly as possible about that. And I want to inspire people. Like, whenever they feel sad, I want to be able to help them either feel sadder or help them comfort. Like, sometimes you gotta feel sad, and then when they want to feel happy, I want to be able to bring that joy and that energy into them. And then if I can like speak some words of positivity or speak some words of opening your mind, or I don't know, something. I just want to help my fans.
Tap in.
Helping
everyone tap
exactly.
in.
Because Kid Cudi helped me when I was
Right.
when I was listening to him, and that's all I want to do. So, yeah.
Well, it seems like you're a man of hope and faith and shedding your light.
Yeah.
What are a few things that you're manifesting right now, that you're speaking into existence right now? Yeah.
I need a alone time. That's what I need. I need to, like, not a long time, but I got through some things, so I need to build my personal character. This is what I need to do. So I'm manifesting that within the next month, when I'm done, or actually I go back home. My sister's having a baby. I'm about to have a nephew.
Congratulations!
So I am manifesting that I will be the best person that I can be tomorrow and the day after, the day after, and the day after. That's what I'm manifesting right now.
I like that.
Yes.
That's amazing. Snaps for you.
And
Kudos.
these checks, more checks.
And more checks.
Yes,
Okay.
more checks.
We're gonna be financially more all together for that too.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. You mentioned Kid Cudi. You mentioned Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
Who are a few more artists you would love to work with?
Man, Frank. I don't know if I could work with Frank Ocean. Maybe one day. We'll see.
One day.
One day, yeah. But I think he's the greatest writer of our generation, hands down. I love Rivers SZA. I think that'd be great. Pharrell would be a great producer. Tyler the Creator. I would love to work with Tyler. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, big people. This is my dreams. But yeah.
Have you ghostwritten for anybody?
I've done. I can't tell you.
What? Why not? I feel like ghostwriters need their credit too.
I can't tell you that. I'm breaking the rule. That's the #1 rule of a ghostwriter.
But the answer is yes, I have.
I might. We'll see. We'll see if
have we heard the song already?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Actually, no. Actually, yes. You have heard one of the songs. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything else, so no more questions.
Oh, okay. No more questions. I'm done here. Okay. What's up next? What's the next single, if you can share?
Yes, I'm working on a new project. I've been working really hard on it for the last year, making some leeway. It's almost done. So I'm working on that. It's going to come out the top of next year. And then new music is coming very, 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 very soon.
Very
soon. For my fans, they've been waiting so long. But yes, new music coming very, very soon. I feel like it's going to be, people are going to love it. It's amazing. So, yes.
So you can call in or fly in when you're about to drop it. You can drop it here first.
Yes.
We can do that.
I will make sure you get the file.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's give a round of applause for ODIE! Everyone clap! Woo! Yes, and where can all of our followers find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ODIEXYZ, and then you can go to my website at ODIEXYZ.com.
What's the XYZ for?
Everybody's asking this. Nothing in particular. I just thought it looked cool. And it's easy. It's simple. It's ODIEXYZ. It's easy to remember. So yeah.